I think that one of the most damaging misperceptions about theater is that it has to have a slick velvet seat and a $10 million budget or, a $100,000 budget.
I think the Milwaukee theater scene is a really well-kept secret. I think there is a lot going on here. There's a lot of support for the arts, a lot of patrons. I do think that people are always surprised when they see the quality. I came from New York. I was in New York City for 12 years, and I was jobbed into Milwaukee back in the 80s, and I fell in love with Milwaukee because there's a great network of artists that work together and exchange ideas and collaborate together, and I think it's a really incredible art scene.
Is a pretty broad spectrum of professional, commercial, community theater being presented to many different constituencies for different purposes. Asking about the Milwaukee theater scene, we should also ask about its audience, and that audience is there's a core of really strong theater goers who will see just about everything, which keeps them rather busy. And then there are other folks who only go to the Milwaukee Repertory or to the big show in town. Then there are other folks who enjoy the contemporary work that some of the others of us do, and will almost always only go to those mid-level companies.
The biggest misperception is that theater has to look a certain way and can only be one of one way or one of two ways. It can have a tremendous width and breadth and depth to the experience, and theater should not always be wonderful, because that's how you fail. And through your failures, you learn the most.
I think the misconception is it's not up to Chicago standards or New York standards, and I think it's not true. I think we have a pretty high quality of talent here, and I also think because we're able to have stable life environments, because the economy is a little bit better in a mid-sized city, that people are calmer, more apt to do great work because the stakes are more community-oriented. I think people work together better. There's no star system. People aren't fighting all the time. There is a great sense of community.
The Milwaukee theater scene is distinguished also, I would say, by its ensemble of resident theater artists who make their homes in Milwaukee, who produce primarily their work here. And by so doing, you end up working with some of the same people numerous times. You get to know people and get to collaborate with them over and over. And I think it makes for stronger work as a whole. This community is blessed with a lot of great resident artists here.
We foster growth for new and emerging and returning artists, and our mission is to explore that new voice. So sometimes the pie is going to be a little less than fully baked, but that's our mission.